All right, welcome back. We are going to bring in Jennifer Ousley here from Fort Wayne FC Parks. Jennifer, there she is up on the screen. How are you tonight?
I'm great. How are you guys?
We are doing well. You've gotten to sit backstage and listen to our conversation about the game this last weekend. We're excited to talk about kind of change directions here and talk about food and beverage at Fort Wayne FC Park when that thing opens. So I said you were the coordinator. You're the operations manager of. Did I get the? What's the official title that you're bringing?
So I am the food and beverage operations manager. I work directly under the director of food and beverage, which is Bill Lane.
Okay. And between the two of you, you have a lot of experience in the food and beverage industry and stadiums and parks and all of that, right?
We definitely do. We make a great team. We have a lot of fun and work really hard. We've had a lot to do for sure.
I'll bet. I'll bet. So I want to get to a little bit of your background before we get into actual Fort Wayne FC park and food and fan experience and stuff. A little bit about you that I've been told, right, is that you, number one, are an avid pickleball player, I hear. 30 years coaching, and you ran the food and beverage, the concessions at Indiana Beach for 15 years, something like that. Is that what I heard?
That's correct. I was the owner operator of several concessions there. We do outside leasing. It's a little bit different than what we're doing at the Fort Wayne FC park.
Okay. And you just moved to Fort Wayne, correct?
I did in November. Yes.
All right. So one of the questions we always like to ask players that obviously are new to Fort Wayne because they came from, other countries, Spain and Paraguay and Germany and whatever. What surprised you about the city that maybe you didn't know before you moved here? I imagine you've been here before, not living too far away from Indiana Beach, right? But what surprised you about Fort Wayne that you didn't know before you moved here?
Yeah, so my son did attend Purdue Fort Wayne, so I visited a few times. But what I absolutely loved about Fort Wayne when I first moved here, being from a small town, is that I could go to a Comets game and a Tin Caps game and be home in 10 to 15 minutes. It was great because I love sports. I grew up coaching, teaching sports. And so it's a really cool town. And now we're going to have another amazing stadium, which is going to be incredible. So we're very fortunate for sure to live in Fort Wayne.
No doubt. What's your favorite restaurant that you visited?
You
have one?
I can't go there.
Awkward question.
That's not fair.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot this early.
Fort Wayne FC Park.
Yeah, Fort Wayne FC Park concessions.
Right. That's it.
We get to eat at the office, which is really nice. They take really good care of us there at Ruoff for sure.
Yeah.
So I'd say that's my favorite.
Okay. All right. That's fair. You can do that. So you've coached 30 years. Did you grow up playing sports?
I did, yes. And I actually went to Purdue University and studied coaching and physical education. So Jean Katie taught my basketball coaching class. Everybody used to be very envious because I would take sports class while everybody else was taking all of the academic class. So I had coaching soccer, coaching badminton, volleyball, basketball, everything. It was so fun.
Favorite sport to coach, and why was it soccer?
I mostly coached boys because I have two young men that I love dearly. So being a coach, I know Amanda, that you it sounds like you know a lot about coaching, which is great, and that's why I loved listening to you guys the first half. But when you have a skill, it's hard to let somebody else do it without, if you want to judge it, then you should probably be doing it. So I actually coached my boys since the age of 4 in soccer. But my favorite was boys basketball. I really enjoyed that.
All right. I played basketball for 2 years. I wasn't good, so I stuck with soccer. Oh man, probably because I didn't have a good coach.
And still played with your hands.
Yeah, and still played with my hands. No, I had great coaches, but No, soccer was my thing. Let's get into a little bit of your background in concessions. You were with Indiana Beach, owner operator. You talked about there. Todd, I don't want to steal your thunder. I think you had a question in there. You wanted to shoot.
Yeah, I was curious going from Indiana Beach. It's to Fort Wayne FC to a stadium. How is that different? How is that similar as far as the fare that you can get? How do you prepare for it differently? How's that similar?
That's a great question. The main difference is the speed of service for the stadium, because in the concession world, they're there from 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. 7 days a week. We have just short span of time, so it does take a little bit of a different service type items and also staffing. So it will be a lot different for sure. Bill has a lot of experience in that as well. And also we're going to have to bring on a lot more employees for sure.
Yeah. You talked about and maybe we'll get into a little bit later, there's different parts of the park. You were sharing a little bit, but with us beforehand, the different vistas and, concessions and things. What can you tell us about what fans have to look forward to in the different areas?
Yeah, I warned them a little bit that I get really excited when I'm talking about it. I want guys to see what is about to happen. And I know, like with the team, a little bit of growing pains. I'm not sure if that's fair to say, but the stadium's going to have the same thing. We're building from the bottom up. When they brought us in, we had to pick out equipment and where everything goes. And we also have a lot of group areas that our guests are going to absolutely love. So if you're a family, you have a business, you're adult, you're a child, there's all different places that you can experience different things at the stadium. And I don't think people realize that yet. So our sales team's done a great job telling people about it. But until we probably actually see it, I know it'll feel a lot different. But our vistas are two different areas that hold up to about 25 people up by the press box. So you're overlooking from the west side. And you have your own little private area, and you can pre-order food and have a bar set up there as well. And then our perches are so fun. They're on the north side, east and west. They can hold up to 200 people in groups, and then they'll have a little area that they can come down to enjoy food and beverages as well. We have 14 suites in the stadium that hold between 25 and 50 people. So that's a super exciting way to enjoy the game. We have 4 loges that hold 6 individuals that have private service from our servers. Then we also have our really cool VIP club room. What I love about this is the players' locker rooms entrance comes through the club room. So the athletes have to go through that area. I think it's just a top-notch experience. That holds up to 208 people, and it's right on the pitch on the west side. So they can enter the VIP area anytime during the game. We have a full bar in there, and it's actually a premium buffet in there as well. So make sure, if you haven't looked into that, that's one of the great experiences that you can have there. We also have our half moon tables that will also have service. We have 4 main concessions, and then our scoreboard Megatron, which is going to be a spectacle in itself. As I know, sorry.
No, I can't wait.
I know it's going to be so fun. I mean, just when you walk in there, there's just going to be so many fun areas to visit and just check it out. Everyone's going to be so excited. But our scoreboard has another full bar service and 2 concessions on the side, which is great because our full futsal area where the kids can play is right behind it. And then our standing, I would call them the rowdies, but the rowdy individuals that are going to be standing on the end of the field. I mean, it's going to be so much fun. There's going to be so much for people to walk around and do and see. There's not a bad seat in the house. I mean, it is going to be definitely a fun place to be for sure. And I'm hoping I didn't miss any of the areas, but if you have a small outing, a large outing, we're taking the stadium food favorites, and then we're going to take it to the next level. So you're going to be able to get all the different things that you expect to get in a stadium, but then also we're going to take it to the next level. We're actually hiring a chef / kitchen manager that's going to just tweak that recipe. So when you leave, they're going to say, wow, I didn't even think about that, but we're glad I did. So lots to see. If you have any other questions, I'd be happy to answer those.
Oh, we got more questions.
Okay.
Yeah, we got questions. We're talking about food.
Right.
You know, that's what I go to an event for. I'll be honest. I'm kind of a connoisseur of pretzels with cheese around the various high schools in the area. But you talk about all these different areas of the stadium.
Mhm.
How different is the food going to be? Is it going to be the same? What's going to be available in these different areas that people are going to be able to enjoy?
So we have been working closely with our partners, building our menu right now. So we're continually developing, and we have some great sponsors. I can't wait for all of you guys to see everything that's coming up. But we also have some official. I can't give too much away, but official fare from local people as well. But like I said, you're going to have your standard items, and we do have also additional, which we were talking yesterday at the watch party. We have kiosks that are going to be set up around the concourse. So your accessibility for food and beverage is going to be, I mean, it's just going to be on top. I mean, it's going to be the best. I mean, we have really worked out some different areas and making sure our guests are in the forefront and they'll be able to get what they need. We're working on getting some hawkers for the stands so you guys can stay in your seats and watch that game. And we're going to bring some items to you. So, but like I said, it is going to be have some growing pain and a work in progress. So what I do love about the attitude of Fort Wayne that I've noticed since I've gotten here is they are full supporters. I mean,
Yeah.
I love that because you can't have excellence without having excellent fans, and that's what's important. So we do appreciate that. I know I'll probably be in a concession somewhere hard to find, but that's my job and my role is to do that area, and I'm used to it. That's what I did at the concessions at Indiana Beach. You know, I wasn't out riding the rides while everybody was doing that. I was making funnel cakes and lemon shake ups. So I'm used to it, and Bill and I are a great team, and we're looking forward to seeing everybody out there enjoying themselves for sure.
Yeah. So speaking of that team, where are you guys in the hiring process? This obviously is going to take a small army of people. What does that even look like? Knowing, I mean, you said it yourself, you're going from the ground up. So talk a little bit about that. And just in case anybody's listening and you're not finished with that process yet, maybe what does that look like for them?
Good question, Amanda. That was perfect.
Thanks.
So right now we have about 125 applications in hand, which is incredible, especially being this far out from our opening home match on May 2nd. What we're building right now is our lead team. So these are going to be the individuals that are the top dogs, and they're hungry, they're ready to work, and they're ready to get out there as soon as we get the green light. We're staging all of our equipment in the parking lot there in some containers. So as soon as that green light goes, we have a team that we've already built. So they're going to be in charge of we talked about all those different areas. So it's going to be a little difficult for Bill and I to be everywhere, but we are preparing them. They have experience. Like I said, they're the top dogs. We went through resumes, and you said favorite restaurants. Some of these places where these individuals have worked. And that's the nice thing with this job. I want everybody to remember it's 18 home games spread out between May and October. So we want you to have another job, but we already have the dates. So you can go ahead and tell those employers, hey, we're growing. We want to be part of this new stadium because this is part of your resume forever that you're helping to open a brand new stadium. That's why I'm here, is to learn something new. And so these individuals have come in and they're ready to go, positive attitudes. They have grit. They know their equipment, and they're going to be helping us. But we are still hiring. So if you go to the Fort Wayne FC website, there's a toggle for stadium. And if you go under there, it'll say stadium jobs. And there's a list there. And that goes directly to me and Bill and our actually food and beverage operations supervisor, Mary. She's also added to our team recently. So she's helping me with all those interviews. But from the ages 16 up, we'll happily take your resumes, or even if you don't have a resume, just get on there and fill out the information. And you'll be hearing from us really soon, for sure.
Awesome. Well, I have a 16-year-old that's interested. I will have him reach out. And
I have a 16-year-old who already applied, Brian.
well,
So,
you're ahead of the game.
first one. No, my kid is. I'm not.
Those job fairs have been really good. It's great to meet people face to face, and just even learn about the community, but the talent that we're going to have there, and be serving our individuals. We're getting some great, amazing people. So it's going to be fun.
It's awesome.
That's awesome. Well, Jennifer, thanks for joining us tonight for the show and letting us know a little bit about what the fan experience is going to be. And I fully anticipate that once the stadium opens and people get in the door, that's when things will click, right? I think people are excited about the stadium. They're excited about the progress. They drive by and everybody has the same questions, but everybody's like, once we get in there, like, it's going to change everybody's perception of what Fort Wayne's football is. And I'm looking forward to that. I have friends that have not been soccer fans that have been to other games in other places, and rowdy fans and fan experience. In fact, I had a friend this week that said, I'm looking to buy group tickets. Where should I buy tickets in the stadium? And I was like, you need to go. You get tickets in the supporter section if you've never been to a game, and experience it there, because people that do that become fans of the game because of the fans of the game that are in the stadium and the stadium experience. So I anticipate good things when that thing opens and filling the place out. I love that Amanda said she had a hard time finding 6 seats together earlier in this episode. And so I'm anticipating a fun opening match with a lot of people there. So we can't wait. And so thanks, Jennifer, not just for joining us tonight, but thanks for what you're doing to create a great fan experience inside Fort Wayne FC Park.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you guys having me on here.
Absolutely. We're going to move on. Jennifer, we'll let you get going. We'll get you out of here, and we'll move on with the last few minutes of our show, and we'll talk to you real soon.
Okay, thank you.